Hello students, good evening. Welcome to OnlineTyari. Let's see most important news for the day. First news is on President's rule which was imposed in the state of Maharashtra. Okay, so in Maharashtra, after 19 days after election results, President rule is imposed. Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari had invited three major parties of the state, which are BJP, Shiv Sena and NCP, to form the government, but there is no party could muster the required strength to form the government. So the recent imposition of President's rule in Maharashtra is the first such incident in the state's 59-year-old history, when Article 356 was used after political parties could not form the government after the assembly election. So this is the first such event because political parties couldn't form the government, because of which Article 356 had to be imposed. So Article 356 covers President's rule in states. Overall, this is the third time Maharashtra has come under President's rule. So this is the third time President's rule is imposed, but first of this kind where political parties couldn't form the government. The present Maharashtra came into existence on 1st of May 1960. The assembly elections in Maharashtra were held on October 21st and the results were declared on October 24th. Under the President's rule, if the governor recommends or the President is satisfied that the state cannot run according to the constitution or form a government and the constitutional system has completely failed, they can impose President's rule, right. So these are the conditions under which President's rule under Article 356 can be imposed. Okay. So the governor sends a report under Article 356 to the central government, then the cabinet gives an approval on this and passes it on to the President. The final decision is taken by the President. So this is about President's rule in Maharashtra. So this is the first such event in state's history that President's rule under Article 356 is imposed because no political party could form the government, right. So such questions are asked in exams, like which of the following states is under President's rule, or recently has been Article 356 has been announced in which of the following states. So this might be one probable question, so you may please make a note of this. Let's move on to the second news for the day. So this is an important news. IIP shrinks by 4.3% to the lowest in last 8 years. So because of the slowdown in manufacturing and mining sector, so which are the sectors which have affected, because of which IIP has been affected? It is manufacturing and mining. So there has been a slowdown in manufacturing and mining sector. So country's industrial production registered a decline of 4.3% in September. In the month of August, the index of industrial production declined by 1.1%. In the last 8 years, this is the biggest drop. So last year in September, industrial production increased by 4.6% as per the data released by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So what is right now, what is the base year on which the data is calculated? Base year is 2011-2012. So the rate of growth of gross industrial production from April to September in the current financial year has been recorded at 1.3% increase as compared to the same period of the previous year. But as per the data, the production of the manufacturing sector has registered a decline of 3.9% in the month of September. So in manufacturing, 3.9% decrease has been calculated in the month of September, while mining work recorded a decline of 8.5%. Similarly, a 2.6% decline in power generation was also recorded. So the IIP estimate for August 2019 has been revised for the first time according to the updated data obtained from the source agencies. So 17 industries have declined in production out of 23 industrial clusters in the manufacturing sector. Almost 17 industries out of 23 have showed decline. So this has majorly affected IIP of September. The manufacturing sector accounts for 77% of IIP. So for index of industrial production, which is IIP, almost 77% is accounted by manufacturing sector. So manufacturing of motor vehicles, trailers and semi-trailer have declined by 24.8%, and the manufacturing of furniture has come down by 23.6%. In September, production of primary goods declined by 5.1%. Alike, there has been a decline of 20.7% in the production of capital goods. So, these have affected this, the decline in manufacturing and mining has affected index of industrial production, and this shrinks by 4.3%, which is the lowest in last 8 years. Now, let us move on to the next news. In next news, Suranga Bawadi, so please make a note of this term, enters the World Monuments Watch List. So in Karnataka's Vijaypura, Suranga Bawadi, an integral part of ancient Karez system of supplying water through subterranean tunnels built during Adil Shahi era. So this was built during Adil Shahi era, please make a note of this also, is ready to get funds for restoration. So a New York based NGO has included it in the World Monument Watch List for 2020 along with 24 other monuments from all across the world. The monument has been elected under the ancient water system of the Deccan Plateau by the World Monuments Fund. So this is the NGO, World Monuments Fund. This NGO has included Suranga Bawadi in World Monuments Watch List. The NGO monitors the restoration of ancient monuments across the globe. So Karez is a water harnessing technology in which groundwater is brought to the surface by a tunnel. In this system, gravity alone brings the water from the underground source and no mechanical pump or lift is used. So that is the importance of this particular technology. So in this, gravity alone brings the water from the underground source and no mechanical pump or lift is used. The technology has been originated in Persia or Iran. Iran was called Persia before in ancient days, and was widely used during the medieval period. So Karez is believed to be one of the best systems in the world, best water harnessing system in the world. But owing to lack of maintenance right now this is in a bad condition. So that is why Suranga Bawadi will be receiving funds. Okay, as already mentioned, this was built in 16th century. Suranga Bawadi was built in 16th century by Ali Adil Shah I, okay, and his successor Ibrahim Adil Shah II added more structures to strengthen it, right. So this is about Suranga Bawadi. These questions can appear, these kind of questions may appear in SSC exams or banking exams. So you have to remember this term, right. Let us move on to the next news. In next news, we will see that India will be hosting the Council of Heads of Governments of SCO, that is Shanghai Cooperation, in 2020. So India will host the 19th Council of Heads of Government of Shanghai Cooperation Organization for the first time. This would be happening for the first time in 2020. So the high level meeting of the 8-member grouping is to be organized by New Delhi. Earlier this month, the 18th Council of SCO Heads of the State was held in Tashkent, and India was represented by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. So 18th Council of Heads meeting happened in Tashkent, and 19th will be held by New Delhi. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization is a China-led 8-member economic and security bloc in which India and Pakistan are also members. Its other member countries include Pakistan, China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. In April 1996, at a meeting held in Shanghai, China, Russia, Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan along with Tajikistan agreed to cooperate to deal with each other's racial and religious tensions. At that time, this was known as Shanghai 5. Okay, so because there were only 5 countries which were the original countries, they were China, Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. At that time, it was founded in SCO was founded in 2001, June 2001 in Shanghai. The official languages of SCO are Russian and Chinese. So, in 2001 SCO was found. So, Russian and Chinese are official languages of SCO. The SCO charter was signed in the year 2002 and it came into force in the year 2003. The charter is a constitutional document that includes the structure and major activities of the organization along with its goals and principles. India is the 3rd largest country in SCO. This is important. After China and Russia, India is the 3rd largest country in SCO. India's stature is acquiescent internationally. Currently, the SCO is considered as the largest regional organization in the world because China, Russia, India, 3 of the most influential countries and influential economies in the world are part of SCO. So, that is why it is considered as the largest regional organization in the world. Okay. Let us move on to the last news for the day. Second edition of Paris Peace Forum is held in Paris. Okay, so that is the last news. So, second Paris Peace Forum event is being held from 11th to 13th of November at Grande Halle de Ville, Paris under the presidency of Pascal Lamy. So, India was represented by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. Okay, so External Affairs Minister is S. Jaishankar. In some exams, the current holder of particular ministry, okay, who is the Minister of External Affairs, who is the Defence Affairs Minister, etc. These kind of questions are asked. Please make a note of this. And more than 30 heads of the state and government attended the forum. Okay. So, Paris Peace Forum is an international event on global governance issues and multilateralism. It is held annually in Paris and it was created on 4th of January 2018. The purpose of the Paris Peace Forum would be to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Armistice Day. Okay, so that is this year's Paris Peace Forum's purpose. An important aspect of the forum is that it showcases 100 plus projects around the world and 100 plus peace projects around the world, and presently the projects are in 6 categories. And what are these categories? Peace and security development, inclusive economy, new technologies, environment, culture and education. So, these are the 6 categories under which projects are categorized, right. So, the forum aims to encourage international cooperation and collective action for a peaceful world. It has ambitions for enhancing, rethinking or creating new rules and standards, also the best practices for maintaining peace in the world. So, these are the most important news for the day. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Till tomorrow, signing off, Anjali.